Hey everyone, welcome back to Jesse's Lane. I just want to give you a quick update on what we're seeing here in 2023, early 2023. So we're in January 2023, and so far so great as my earnings have stayed very the same, possibly even rise slightly. Hopefully, you guys are still doing good out there. Let me know in the comments on how uh, how demand is out there in your area, especially in like Lee Summit, Overland Park, those kind of things. Olathe would be another one. Up north, I've seen good things too, especially on the DoorDash community group. Hopefully, everyone's doing good. Um, so far, I'm in the Grandview Belton area, and things have been very strong. So hopefully, everyone's still doing good. Um, just kind of wanted to go over my predictions for 2023. I think it's going to be a really, really strong year for the most part. Second half of the year, from what I've been reading, could get a little dicey, but I think for the most part, for the short term, we're looking very, very strong. So, what I would recommend whenever things are strong, continue to just sign up with more and more of these apps. Now, I have seen a slight demand drop, like on Shipped. I don't know how Instacart's doing. Let me know in the comments below. I haven't gotten on Instacart for some reason. I got a background check and all that, and they've never let me know since then. So hopefully I will get on with them as well and kind of see how demand is. But Shipped has definitely slowed down um, from roughly about December to now. So, things were strong in November, all those kind of things. So let me know what you guys are seeing in the comments below. Maybe even some screenshots, that kind of stuff. The only thing I'm seeing up shipped very often is like Gladstone. So if you're in Gladstone area, maybe sign up with Shipped. That's what I've been seeing. So anyway, let's get started and kind of see my predictions on what we're seeing so far in 2023 and kind of how I think it's going to go. So far so great. Like I was saying, um, DoorDash is just partnering with more and more, so that's going to be good. Starbucks is another one that we're going to be seeing on DoorDash. Those of us who've been doing Uber Eats, we see Starbucks orders quite often. Typically, at least in my area, they're not the greatest orders. Most of the time, they're fairly low. So, I don't know how that's really all going to play out, really. Well, let's go over some earnings, like from DoorDash. And they're really expanding. I saw that they're like partnering with like Dick's Sporting Goods, that kind of stuff. So again, they're really, really good at rapidly expanding their business, which is really good. That's why they get, I believe it's like 43% of the orders that are on, um, like the gig economy, basically. So between Grubhub, DoorDash, and Uber Eats, Postmates. So they're very good at that kind of stuff. But let's just go over kind of their earnings here. I may have gotten a little. Here we go. No, actually, sorry about that. Thought I had a. Here we go. Now we're good. So let's just talk about their revenues. So revenues of 1.7 billion increased 33% over year basis, which is really, really good to see. These are just quarters as well. It's crazy how much they bring in. 25% year over year growth, so that's good to see that are still growing rapidly from last year of 2021. So I guess technically, if you want to be like that, it's going to be 2 years ago. But yeah, it's just really good. I mean, from what I'm seeing on DoorDash, things are as strong as ever. I don't know. I've seen some people complain in January so far that it's been rough. Let me know if you're having a lot of problems because I'm definitely not. Maybe come over to my area, go to other areas. But I would definitely recommend staying in that area because you're going to see less and less drivers in your area. The more, the less orders you've taken. So, and also, I would definitely want to talk about a little bit of what they're doing with high pay orders for your acceptance rate so hard. So I'm definitely going to be bringing you a video on that. It should be a really good one. Kind of the games that they're just playing. They're doing more than just that, obviously. Um, but that's the only problem that we see about DoorDash. That's really the big complaint. Um, but we will definitely have more updates on this kind of stuff. February 16th is whenever DoorDash, I looked right before I started this video. February 16th, they'll be bringing out some fourth quarter revenues. And that'll give us a really, really good insight of what they're going to be seeing, um, in 2023, essentially. So like I said, though, I wouldn't be too worried about any like recession risk. So far, so good on all this kind of stuff. And this is basically just showing Uber Eats here. This is their delivery department here. Just kind of showing you what their year over year drive is. They're seeing very much the same thing as DoorDash, but with DoorDash just partnering more and more, typically Uber Eats and Grubhub just kind of follow in line. Grubhub really is slow, but Uber Eats, they typically will follow in line with whatever DoorDash is doing. So that'll be good to see. I think that we're going to see more and more expansions of places, which is going to be good for drivers. And I think that's why they're giving out such high bonuses right now. So if you want to, sign up somebody that, may do part time, maybe even full time, whatever you think. But full time could get a little dicey here in the short term, or in the long term rather. So yeah, just keep that in mind. But like I said, these companies are just really seeing strong demand still, which is great news. And then I think, let's see what Uber is going to be February 8th. That would be their earnings schedule. So maybe I can come in about a week after DoorDash releases their earnings, and I will bring you guys another video and kind of show you a little bit more of 2023. But for the short term, we are definitely seeing some good things. DoorDash really rapidly expanding, like I said earlier. So those are all great things. So one thing I also wanted to talk about is, so DoorDash really brags a lot about their GOV and how it's really been expanding. I do believe that's going to kind of taper off here. Obviously, with the winter months, it's usually pretty good, and a lot of people are going to be getting their refund checks here very shortly. So I do believe through the second quarter, maybe even through the third quarter, because I've read a lot of banks are saying that pandemic savings won't be really running dry until somewhere around the third quarter, maybe even through the end of the year of 2023. So I do believe that we will see some pretty good earnings this year. I don't really see a huge downside here to the economy, honestly. Maybe the fourth quarter of 2023, we could start seeing a little bit of a major slowdown. So definitely something we need to keep an eye on. But for the short term, I believe that we're going to be doing great. I'm seeing strong demand. Let me know how you guys are doing. Like I said, especially on like Instacart and Shipt. Let me know definitely on those. Spark is another one that I got a background check and just never got a sign up sheet basically to where I could go ahead and just sign up for the app. So let me know how you guys are doing on those kind of apps. I'm really interested to see those. You would think that grocery deliveries right now would be pretty high, but so far, it's just been food delivery for me. But obviously, I'm only on one of those apps. So definitely let me know about that. Now, I do want to bring a little bit of up downside that we could see probably in the second quarter of this year. So one thing I really wanted to stress was gas prices. We could really start seeing some gas prices come up with China now basically undoing their COVID lockdowns. So that's something to keep an eye on. Crude oil could go back up to $90 a barrel, which would probably lead us somewhere around 50 cents to 75 cents more per gallon. So that's definitely something we're going to have to keep an eye on. That's going to probably drive demand down slightly on these platforms. So it's something we just need to continue to keep an eye on, and I'll definitely be bringing you more and more videos this year. This year could get a little dicey, but I think for what I'm seeing a strong 2023. I think it's going to go through the end of the year, but we will see with the Federal Reserve and all that kind of stuff on how high they're going to tighten. Unfortunately, as business owners, we kind of have to keep an eye on that kind of stuff, and that's why I do a lot of stocks as well. So, that is a downside that I am seeing. But recession's still a thing that we have to keep an eye on. But so far, unemployment's been fairly strong. Now, the Federal Reserve, I did want to bring you a little update that they do believe that unemployment could rise to about 4.5% by the end of 2023. So that's why I do believe in the fourth quarter we could start seeing a little slowdown. But we will definitely keep an eye on it, and maybe we will avoid it altogether. Some economists are saying that 2024 will be a little rougher year. So something to keep an eye on. I will be bringing you more and more videos on this kind of stuff. Love doing this kind of stuff. DoorDash and Uber Eats is really a lot of fun to do. Use a lot of this money to put in the stock market. So if you really like these kind of videos, I'll be definitely bringing you some more, and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.